What's up, everybody? Heroes 13 here, back with yet another video, back to the superhero videos again. So I was just thinking, right? I'm at work. I finished up. I'm just waiting on my ride. Who could beat a fusion of MCU and DC, MCU Scarlet Witch and Dceu Wonder Woman? So if you took somebody and gave them the powers of both these characters as we currently know them, and at their greatest, who would win? Who could beat them? Sorry, who will win? I'm sorry, I'm used to that. Well, this is interesting. This is very, very interesting due to the fact of this person would basically have all bases covered. Every hero and every villain in the MCU, DCU, and in comics, but I focus on MCU and DCU stuff mainly. Every hero and villain has strengths and have some weaknesses, right? You have somebody who has unbelievable strength, durability, and sometimes speed, but they have no ranged attacks. See Thanos, for example, unless you give him the Infinity Gauntlet, but there will be no gauntlet here. But this is different. When you fuse Wonder Woman and you fuse Scarlet Witch, there is no real weakness there. You have the powers of Diana Prince, Wonder Woman, super speed, fast enough to like catch lightning and like swing on it and like basically ride lightning, surf lightning. You got strength, strong enough to pick up a tank, strong enough to throw hit Superman, throw a blow that even Superman himself feels. Strong enough to take a hit from Superman. Now, of course, this wasn't an all-out Superman. Of course, Wonder Woman's durability and strength pales in comparison to his, but nonetheless, she's got good strength. Strength and durability, right? Super reflexes, right? So in terms of physicals, Wonder Woman's got it. But Wonder Woman doesn't have any other, she doesn't have any projectile or emission type powers. But that is where Wanda comes in. Because Wanda is the opposite of Wonder Woman. Now, I believe in the MCU, Wanda does have some form of super durability, even like low scale, maybe like on par with that of, below that of MCU super soldiers like Captain Bucky. But we've definitely seen Wanda take some hits that would have put a normal human out or broken a bone or something, but Wanda was just fine. Wanda Maximoff has God tier levels of magical ability. She's actually a low-scale reality warper. Some of the things we saw her do in the movies is comparable to that of comic level feats. I bring that up because, as we know, MCU and DCU superheroes and villains are toned down from their comic versions. So the fact that MCU Scarlet Witch's magical powers can in some way be compared or likened to a comic character who warps reality is a feat in of itself. She has vast psionic powers. Her powers were, she was born a witch, but her powers were amped by the Mind Stone. She has telekinesis, telepathy. She can cause people to hallucinate, though she doesn't really do that much. She's a low-scale reality warper. She was able to transform a town somewhere in New Jersey. She sent it back to, I believe, the 1950s or so, like that. She was able to erase body parts from people, and she was able to shut off, what's his name, Black Bolt's mouth. She was able to turn Reed Richards into rubber strings. She has energy projection powers. She can summon demons, cast illusions. She's got the whole 9 yards. But her weakness is, again, she's not really, really durable. So if you put these two together, who could beat them? Well, I don't know. I think this is one of the fusion characters where if you fuse them together, one of the two characters where if you fuse them together, man, it's not really much. I don't think there's a person who could beat them due to you got the strength. Of course, Wonder Woman isn't the heaviest hitter, but she's one of them. No one could really overpower this person per se. And even if you did come across someone this person came it's a girl, even if this person did come across somebody who vastly outweighed them or surpass them in strength, they can just use magic to either enhance their strength and durability, or just use magic to blast them away. And if you got somebody like Superman who's battling you from a distance, well, you got laser vision. MCU, Scarlet Witch and DCU Wonder Woman mix, I think that's an unstoppable fusion right there. I don't know who can beat them. But you guys let me know. Maybe Dr. Manhattan, but he's kind of like an outbound being. Him, Dormammu, they're kind of like outbound beings. I don't really use them because this is kind of unfair to the people they fight. Maybe Doomsday. I don't know. We don't know if Doomsday could, DCU Doomsday could adapt to like reality warping or something like that. I don't think Doomsday could adapt to, being turned to dust or something like that. If by some crazy chance he could, well, we'd all be, then this person would be in trouble. But I don't know. It would take something like that because Doomsday, I don't know. I think Doomsday's strong enough to break through Scarlet Witch's telekinesis. Her energy attacks isn't going to do much to Doomsday. Like, while Scarlet Witch has some pretty powerful energy blasts, I would put it below that of Superman's heat vision. Or just Kryptonian heat vision in general. Like, I consider her energy blast to be on par with that of maybe tanks, if I'm being entirely honest. Like actual tanks we have in real life, not like tanks like superheroes, But this person would effectively have all the power in the world. They would be able to do whatever they want, whenever they want it. This person could honestly probably take on whole teams. Like, if you had a MCU Scarlet Witch, Wonder Woman, DCU Wonder Woman, like hybrid character, I think this person might, and a big might, be able to beat the DCU Justice League that we had in Justice League, in the Snyder Cut. If you add Dr. Manhattan, of course not Dr. Manhattan, he's like an outbound being. Like I said, I don't use outbound beings, or beings who are just like far off the scope of, of comprehension and power. So Dr. Manhattan, Dormammu, people like that. We're not going to use Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet because that's like a no-brainer. But yeah, that is something we could consider. Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet honestly wins. But if you add in Dr. Fate, then the Justice League could beat this person. But just the regular Justice League, nah, the mix is going to win. This is Hero 3 to Yen. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all next time.